Hello and welcome to the show. I am here today going to be taking a look at the Hot Wheels DLC. Yes, it is here. I'm kind of starting in the, what the Nexus is called. It's like the middle point, if you like. The drone mode can finally fly where you like. Look at this. This is awesome. We can get an amazing view. I mean, look at it. It looks incredible. I will give it that. As far as visually goes, it's fantastic. We have kind of these three distinct areas. You've got this icy area with volcano in it. You've got the kind of jungly area with a waterfall, and you can drive around on the floor as well. There is still terrain you can still explore, and there's some cool bits around there. And then we have the kind of canyony area over in this direction. And then we've got all sorts of twisty, loopy bits around here, and yeah. It looks incredible, and it certainly, I guess, feels like you're playing on a massive, ridiculous Hot Wheels set, which is kind of the idea. Now, I've played through a little bit of this. The way it works is a bit different to the main land. If we just, I can kind of show you from here, perhaps. But basically, when you start off, you only have access to B-class cars. So you have to complete some missions with B-class cars. You then unlock A-class cars, S1 class cars. I can't actually physically drive S2 class cars yet on this area, although I will be by the end of this video. All of your normal cars, of course, are going to work out here, but we'll be unlocking stuff along the way. Now, for me to progress through the ranks, you have these little challenges to do. Some of them are just sort of complete specific missions. Some of them are, which is what we're going to deal with at the moment, one where we've got to go do some speed traps within a small amount of time. This is going to give us a Camaro drag car, which is very cool. That's to qualify for the next round. We can't do that one yet. So we are going to try and do the Forest Edge and Horizon Nexus speed traps within 1 minute. So let's have a look. And this will be a good sort of way to go explore. So the Nexus speed trap is there. Forest Edge. I mean, okay, easy way to sort all of this out is just go speed traps. So we've got Horizon Nexus. I don't know if I have to get... I think I have to get 1 star. Is that Forest Edge there? Nexus View? Where is that? Oh, okay, so that's Forest Edge. What is going to be my best way to do this? I reckon our best bet is to come bombing down here, hit that. Do I reckon I can get on the brakes in time to wibble our way over here? Maybe 1.5 minutes is not long. Or are we better to direction along? Okay, so we know we've got to get over here. Let's just have a look. See where does the sat-nav reckon? Okay. I think that's going to be the best way to do it. Now, it doesn't say... Does it have to 1-star it? Earn 1 star. I mean, this car... So I'm driving the 962, kind of the road-going version of the Porsche race car. Now, I've modified it to obviously I've got 800 horsepower. It's pretty quick. We probably can 1-star this. What is the 1-star speed needed? Okay, we can't 1-star that easily. Oh, bugger. That's actually going to be a bit of a challenge. We might. Okay, I'm going to try. I'm going to try heading from this direction. We're going to get 200 miles an hour, which isn't the easiest, but we're going to give it a go here. So my sat-nav is not on... Well, it is on the right point. We're going to spin around. So we'll probably have some different hazards to go and explore. Okay, Porsche, let's try and get you up to speed. Now, a lot of this map is very fast. There are still some technical bits, and I have to say, there are more technical bits in some of these corners than I was expecting there to be. So there are some parts where you are going to want some grip, but the majority of it is all about high-speed corners. And the cars that you will build will probably be running a lot more power than you might normally run if you're running A-Class, for example. You'll probably be focusing more on straight-line speed than you would on the mainland. Now, that's kind of understandable. That's fair enough. We need to be doing 200 miles an hour. Come on, Porsche, you can do this. Did I get it? We were accelerating. No, I didn't. God damn it. So we're on these. So these bits here are special. So there's special pieces of track. As you can see, I'm doing 278 miles an hour. There are special pieces of track. Oh, and that one there is as well. There's a magnet track. That's what just dropped me down the cliff. There is these sort of fan tracks that reduce the air resistance on the car, and they allow you to go very, very quickly indeed. I have seen speeds of over 300 miles an hour in... I mean, okay, you can do that in the main game, but it's difficult. Here, it's very, very easy. I haven't taken the Jesko to see what it can do down here, but I'm going to hazard a guess at a lot of miles an hour. I don't know whether... This car is so quick, I might be able to bomb through here, turn around, and go back. I feel like it's the only way we're going to be able to do this. It's going to be really difficult, because I've got to basically slam on the brakes immediately. Oh. Panic, turn around. A minute and a half to do 3 miles. We're going to hit like 250 downhill, so that's going to eat up some of the time. We're going to have to average a crazy amount of speed to do this, but it might be possible. If not, we'll have to go for something even faster to try and do that speed trap up there from the angle that we were aiming for. At least we're going to do 282. It's crazy fast, but we've got to get on the brakes up here. We can use gravity to our assistance there. We've got it down to a mile because we were able to just do such ridiculous speeds through there. Come on, Porsche. I mean, as I said, it is, as far as visually goes, it is awesome on around here. We're going to try and carry as much pace as I can. I don't know. Oh, that's not a magnetic piece of track. That is a piece of track that we can get airborne in. And down here, we might get ourselves into trouble. We do get a lot of understeer. I don't have sort of slick tyres or race tyres on this car. Whatever the standard tyres are, they are not the grippiest tyres in the world. Is this going to be... I'm not going to know if I'm going to go fast enough even for this. Come on, we are quite close on the old time front. We're at 220 miles an hour. We completed it! Ooh. Okay. Whew. That was quite something. You know what? I am going to go... I'm going to take the Camaro. We're going to go for a little drive over here just so I can show you some more of the map. We will go grab that Camaro. I probably won't run the Camaro in the race. Yeah, I know that's what we're aiming for. Let's go grab this. I'll be curious. I mean, this is a full-on drag car, essentially. So it'll be interesting to see how the game has gone to represent it, how much steering it has. These are some of the other new cars we've got. Mustang, Diora 2 is around. The Julie Custom, that's back. Oh, maybe the... Oh, that might be saved. It might be under Chevrolet, not actually under Hot Wheels. There it is. 1,100 horsepower. Damn. That's a lot of power. That is a... Well, I mean, you expect it, of course, to have a lot of power. I'm going to presume that it comes on drag slicks from standard. I can always wheelie from standard. That's always good. So it's a 7-mile trek for us across here. Yeah, quite a lot of understeer. Now, one thing I will say, there is a story mission. I'm not going to show it because to actually get to the important part of the mission takes ages. But there is a mission where you drive a monster truck. You drive the Bone Shaker... Yeah, it's Bone Shaker monster truck. Now, that's in the main game, but I think the physics is different now for it, certainly out here. It's actually got amazing monster truck physics. I'm really impressed with the way that it handles, the way that it turns, kind of the body roll, and in the air, you actually have control using the throttle and the brakes. You can twist it. It's really, really well done. And it's a shame it's only a small part. It's not a vehicle you can use normally. This is another one of the track hazards that is new. Ice. Yeah, icy circuit. Not much grip out here. I mean, admittedly, I'm still doing 140 miles an hour in a drag car on ice. Okay. But, I mean, there is still more grip than an ice circuit should have, per se. But it is something that can make races interesting, make races a real challenge if you're driving a slick-tired car and all of a sudden, yes, I've got to deal with some ice on the track now. There's only small sections of it, but it's a fun... I think the hazards and that sort of element more exciting on this map that we had on the previous Hot Wheels expansion. Downsides to it, the main one is there's just not a huge amount of circuits, actual layouts. Now you unlock these as you go along, so I will probably unlock a couple more as I go up to S2 class. However, even if I unlock 3 more circuits, there'll still only be about 5 or 6 at best. There's a few there are some point-to-point races. There's a few fun point-to-point races. Quite a few of them vary and jump off the actual Hot Wheels circuit. Now, Of course, with the event lab, you better create your own tracks and everything, absolutely. But yeah, for the basic game, I don't know. I was kind of hoping for a few more tracks, really. They're just not quite there. They're fun enough. The routes are fun to drive. There's nothing wrong with them, but there isn't a crazy amount. And I might worry about the sort of longevity. As fun as this is, as an entertaining environment as this is, yeah, the longevity would perhaps be a little bit of a concern to me. It looks awesome, but yeah, you might say almost run out of things or get bored of it after a little while. Where the hell are we going for this? I don't know. I mean, the Camaro is fun. I like it. It does drive how I was expecting it to. It's very understeery. It is good. It's a 3-speed. I guess that's just the drag racing gearbox. Makes sense. Does limit the top speed a little bit. Of course, it'll be all tunable. You can fix that if you so wish. One thing I will say, the magnetic track thing, while it does grip the cars, it doesn't make them infinitely grippy. I was racing the Lola, and that had some difficulties with staying on some of the magnetic track. It would go quite light and go quite slidey. So yeah, you really have to fight the cars. So I like that as far as a challenge. It's not just a really, this is straightforward, we're stuck to it. So yeah, the little hazard pieces and the alternate sort of track surfaces, if you like, are really cool. There's even a bump it. I don't know whether I don't know where any of them are. So if we run across it, I can show you. If I don't run across them, I'll just explain it. There's like a bumpy surface. It's just like these little raised bits of plastic that the cars bounce over. Now it doesn't crash them completely, but it does give you a good challenge to keeping control of the vehicle. We've got to stay above a certain amount of speed. This is just a boot it and hope for the best. I mean, the vehicles that we've got are fun. Always like to see as the weird and wacky creations. I mean, the Hot Wheels cars we've got are... I don't know much about the fictional Hot Wheels vehicles, I shall be honest. There are new ones that we haven't seen before and plenty of returning ones. They're all entertaining and interesting enough to drive. There might not be your favourite one there, but there is a decent selection. And the actual, say, real-life cars that come with the DLC are all pretty interesting as well, I've got to say. It's a good selection. I mean, there's a Subaru rally car that, I mean, we've got various Subarus. It's perhaps not the biggest pull, however, it's not a bad thing to have, certainly. So, yeah, I mean, oh, God, liking the selection of vehicles. Wait, come on now. I am slightly disappointed we can't drive the Monster Truck, as far as I'm aware anyway, unless you unlock it right at the end, which would be fun. I just ignore the person shouting in the, in the background. I don't care what they have to say. We're about to go loop in a kind of futuristic Formula car. Oh, yeah, let's go play on the magnet track. Upside down and around. How far? We're going to run out of gears, sadly, on this. The dragons and all of that, they don't do anything to, I say, to stop you. It's not like the Hot Wheels Unleashed game where they could like have the little nets and that sort of stuff. I am going to beans this up, I think. We're too slow, just. We missed it by about half a second. Should have been a bit braver in the corners. And that thing's got crazy, crazy amounts of grip. I'll probably go back and 3-star that at some point because the completionist in me will not be happy. I presume it will let me. It'll unlock S2. God damn it, 0.6 of a second. Could have and should have been braver. So now we're up into S2. More things will be unlocked, more danger signs. Now, once you've got these unlocked, I think you can run through them in any car you want. That's fine. But for the earning of the medals, you have to complete it with the specific vehicle. So we'll have a speed trap there. I mean, the speeds are all very, very high. All of the speeds are ridiculously high. So let's, for example, let's go get this camera. We will probably start... I have to go... It's not going to let me teleport. We know this car tops out a little bit too soon. I'm amazed that PI is as high as it is. I guess it's super grippy. Can we... If we dump the speed, if we dump that all the way there... No, it's 188. Seems weird. I'm not sure about that. I mean, it's a fun car to have. I'm not going to currently use it. Instead, we're going to go for an old faithful monster. Where is... I mean, we know that's very quick, but it doesn't quite... Top end runs out. That's a modified one. That's silly fast. Where has anybody seen my Conan sale? Have I gone past? I must have gone past it. Am I blind? Yes, I am blind. There's the yes go. Let's just... if in doubt, if we need to go and whiz past some cameras, let's go and use a Yesco. That'll generally do the job. And then we'll probably go have a look at a race. God, I haven't done an S2. I might use that bad to the bone or whatever it is. I can't remember the name of it. Might use that for the race if it's got as much grip as it looks like it does. That will probably be helpful. Right, here we go. So we need to be going plenty of miles an hour. I actually got a Rimac actually. Rimac might have worked here as well. That's fine. We are just going to get all sorts of loose going up there. Right, come on now. After a little while, you kind of get used to a lot of these bank corners where you can take insane speed, and then you go to a normal corner, it's like, no, I can't actually take as much speed as I was expecting. Oh, it would have been better to come from this way. Oh, yes, go doing a wheelie. It'd be way better coming from that way, wouldn't it? Okay, let's just... I'm one of them, I'm not satisfied if I've not 3-starred it. I won't spend all the time just going back and 3-starring things like that. But definitely we can do way more speed. Yeah, if you like high speed stuff, this is way higher speed. And there's a lot of looping. There's a lot of that sort of style of racing, which is, as I said, it's fun. I like it. It's something a little bit different. It is definitely more extreme than the first Hot Wheels DLC. This one, way more extreme. That's more like it speed-wise. Oh, that's a very big jump. That's slightly less than ideal. 270 something miles an hour as we cross the line. Let's cross the speed trap. Fantastic. What have we got? Let's go have a look at the missions as well. We have got we've got to win the Hot Wheels Goliath event to get the really cool thing that I want, the Sierra Cars mad buggy hill climb thing. I don't know what else to call it. We got the Mosler. I wasn't even intending to, but I'm very happy with that. And the Brabham, I'm really glad to see the Brabham here. You know, let's go unlock the Brabham as well while we're at it. Complete the Supersonic Spiral and Frozen Rush speed zones within 2 minutes. Let's pin that so it's easier to track. So I was going to do a race, but now I might go and... Well, PI is a Mosler. I'm now going to be nosy. I didn't really have much of a plan going into this video. I just thought I'd play around and have fun with this. So that's why I'm being Captain Distractoed. I can presume the Mosler's got to be S2, right? Surely. You know what? Why am I searching like that when I can just go through manufacturer? It's slightly easier. Mosler, okay, it's just into S2. I bet that thing is an absolute monster. Won't be any good with speed traps, but that'll be a phenomenally fast race car. Right, so it is Frozen Rush and Supersonic Spiral. So they're speed zones, not speed cameras as well, I think. So Frozen Rush, I'm going to guess, is somewhere over here. There's Frozen Rush. Supersonic Spiral. Supersonic Spiral is there. That doesn't look too bad, right? If we set that there, because we can bomb it along... How much time do we have? 2 minutes? I feel like the other one was tighter on time, especially because I'm doing this with an S2 class car. So if we bomb it along there, that hairpin... Maybe. Might let us... Yeah, we might be able to cut across there, loop our way around somewhere. Or it might actually just be better off to turn around. Do we reckon we can get a 1-star from this angle? If anything can, what do I need? 110. Oh yeah, I can totally get a 1-star from this angle. We just bomb it, 1-star it with the Esco, because the Esco will get to 110 really quickly. That should be fine. Right, let's just check I'm going the right... Yeah, okay, so actually the route even takes me through it. It is an average speed camera, so it's not like I can just punch it at the last second and hope, but we should be able to do 110 through there with a Yesco. Here we go. Let's fire this up, see what happens. Go and unlock me a Brabham, which we are. So I'm excited about. It's good to see that in the game. We will... Oh god, use the banking to our advantage, get a load of understeer. I'm still not quite figured out. I'm still not able to make the most of some of these banked corners. Still can kind of throw me off a little bit at times. It's just, yeah, going from banked to not banked corners and figuring out what I can and can't get away with, especially in some of the really difficult to drive cars. It takes a little bit. As I said though, I like the challenge. Oh, please stop, please stop, please stop. We've got 2 miles. Oh, we should make this. We've got 2 miles to go in a minute and a half, over a minute and a half. Oh, and we're in one of the fastest cars in the world, so Should be all good. Climb up here. Where does the actual speed zone start? Thankfully, you'll get away with bumping the wall, and the game doesn't penalise you in the middle of a speed zone. Right, we're heading up into... I mean, it's a really cool area around here with all the snowy roads, although there are bits, you see there are bits that don't have any, like, barriers, so you can go flying off the track in silly manner. I'm going to try and avoid doing that one, but I can't guarantee that I will completely avoid it. Here we go. We are into... Well, yes, go. We're going to slippy slide at 2. I probably should have expected when it was called Frozen something. We're going to just do wall bouncing. Well, that's a little bit out of the spirit of it, I think, but hopefully it's enough. It is enough. No, I mean, it's a new personal best. It wasn't really a deserved one. I feel like I've cheesed it a lot, actually. But we've got a Brabham now, so, you know, I'll take the cheese if it means we get the car with. Right, the Brabham 700 horsepower, high S2 class vehicle. It will probably not be... I'm going to do a race. I'm probably not going to be able to win because I'll have grip but I'll have no top end. And all of this is about top end, basically. Or a lot of these races are. Where's an S2 race? Oh, of course, I haven't got that bloody turned on, have I? I will go for a lap race. That one looks fun. Let's go and see what... Oh, the other special section of track. I've not talked about those. There's a water flume special section. If I remember by the end of this race, I'll go and find it. If not, it'll be a surprise for you when you come to play this DLC if you are planning on playing it. Yeah, let's just go grab this. See how it goes. Yeah, there's a section that's there's also a water ride. You go down on the water. I mean, it sounds like it's a big thing. It actually doesn't make a huge amount of difference. I think it's a bit less grip on the water. It's a bit, well, I guess a bit floaty in the car control, which, not pun completely intended, but is the best way to sort of describe it. It kind of wanders about a bit, but it's not ridiculous. It's not like complete aquaplaning. There is some grip there. Right, what have we got for the laps? The circuit races that there are that I've come across. I think I've really done 2. One of them had an incredibly long lap. They have generally got longer laps than we saw on the mainland, the main tracks, if you will. Quite long laps out here for some of these circuits. And this again looks like another one with some really long laps. Can I do anything about these cars? Yeah, this was not got the speed. When I was running for S1, I was running the Lola, the T70 for quite a lot of it, and that was running at 230, 240 miles an hour for a lot of it. I always use the Lola and the Porsche, and between that, they're running at crazy speeds, and you kind of are wanting top end for a lot of this, because most of these corners here, oh god, I've got so much grip, you see there, I'm actually turning in too soon and bumping off the wall. I'm not sure I'm going to have... I've got too much downforce. We might be able to make some moves on the AI cars somewhere around here. We're going to swing about... I'm going to get myself in trouble doing that, I can sense it. But we'll swing about where we can. Carry all of the momentum and sweep down past an FXXK, is that? Oh. God, I mean, this is such a grippy car. Bloody hell. I like it. I like the Brabham a lot. There's so much grip, I'm just turning in way too soon for all of these corners. We've built some of the gap there. Around the loop we head. I don't know if I'm going to be able to catch those lead pair. Where the bloody hell does the lap end? I don't know. We've got loop and we've got that wide kind of banked area, but other than that, this hasn't really got any sort of special surfaces to deal with. Is this the finish line? Looks like it is. Yeah, okay, so 148 lap. There's a change for the lead as we go towards the first of the loops. Oh, I don't know why the lights were flashing. I got all sorts of... I just lost the back end going over there. The back end just got light. And that was really unhappy with me. And that is one of the things that can happen with the cars. It started wiggling and it did not want to come back under control. Surprised to see the Brabham at a relatively mundane section struggle with that, but I think oh, that's terrible driving by me. There's so much grip in this car. I'm just turning in way too soon. I mean, that one there I turned in too soon. I was trying to correct it, and that's what then ended up putting me into the wall because I was correcting it and made a mess of it. There's been a crash up ahead. I don't know why. Between those two, we've pulled some gap. I'm just going to swing up here, and the AIs can fight and slow each other down. It's two Ultimas fighting each other through here. Which it's not really necessary. I think you might get a little bit of speed, sort of slingshotting your way around. I'm just using like GTA stunt race logic, which I don't think holds up for Horizon Hot Wheels, but you never know. I actually have had a good... The start of the lap went awfully when I lost control on the loop, but it has improved drastically. Oh, there's so much movement from the car. I will say, I do like the way that the physics is done on this, in that the vehicles aren't just glued to the road. I do like that that's something you have to fight with. You're going to make mistakes from it, and some cars are going to be a little bit frustrating to try and drive with it. But I do like the additional challenge. It would be easy. I mean, it's a bit like the Hot Wheels game, actually. It would be easy to have the vehicles just really well stuck to the track, but instead, no, we've got a lot more things to think about in terms of driving. This time around, much better. Didn't lose, or lost it a little bit over the loop as everything sort of compressed, I guess. The Ultimas have found their way past again, but we know they have great top speed. I've got way too much drag, but we know they will probably struggle when it gets twistier. They've just got the power for the loops and everything. I guess we want 5th gear here. What is that leading the way? I can't actually figure it out. No idea what is leading this race. It's a track car of some sort. That was just abysmal. I'm busy trying to figure out what was leading. See, from that far back it looked like an estate car, but it won't be. It might just be the lot, if you like, when it's trying to load in. It's not loading in quite right at that range. We are not going to get the Ultimas, I don't think. We're going to get one, but we're not going to get the black one that went past. No, it's still up there. We're not going to get it, but... Oh, is it the X5 Forza edition? That might be what is leading the way. That would make sense as to why it looks a little bit like an estate car, because it was a much bigger, boxier vehicle than the majority of the track cars we were seeing. That makes sense. That I understand. Oh. Come on. Trying to get past the Ultima. Not quite able to. We got a little bit stuck together going around that loop. We're just going to chuck it in flat out here and hope that the Ultima doesn't have the grip. Sadly it does, and it will have the acceleration. Actually not a bad race. Slightly disappointed in myself. Well, we could have done a little bit better. Brabham is not the ideal car for that track. You just need a lot of top speed. It seems it's a little bit odd, but we've got Brabham crazy grip car, Mosler race car, crazy grip car. There's that Sierra Cars like time attack hill climb contraption that I presume will be a crazy grip car on a DLC that's all about really, really high speed. That being said, it is fun. It is fun. We're going to win a Gran Turismo S. I'm going to sell it, but we are going to win one. As far as my overall thoughts on this, it looks great. It is good fun to play around with. I would perhaps worry about the longevity of it a little bit, although the cars are great, and I haven't really explored. I've driven around, the circuits and the loops and all of this. I haven't really explored the actual. Before I forget, we'll go play on a log flume somewhere over here. I think there's only a couple of tracks. Haven't really explored the floor areas yet, but I feel like there's potential for fun around there too. Yeah. Especially if we have some fun player-made circuits and all of that, there's a lot of potential for that. If you like Hot Wheels and you like messing around on Hot Wheels circuits, you're going to have fun here. Funnily enough, there's a lot to have fun with here. Not perfect, but there is a lot. There's a lot that you will have fun with messing about with cars. Yeah, visually it is incredibly spectacular out here. There's no doubt about it. Of course, we've got a new personal best. It's the first time I've gone through it. But yeah, so that's your little vlog flume track. That is going to be it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed a little bit of a look. By the time you're watching this, you're probably downloading the expansion pack, and maybe it'll be just about ready to go. Who knows? Or maybe it'll be unlocked and you'll be ready to go play. Yeah, it is a fun expansion. Might not be the longest lived. Might get bored after a little while, but there is a lot of fun to be had here. That, though, is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, Goodbye. And I am never going to be able to do that again if I intended to do it ever.